What's up, everyone? So I wasn't exactly sure how to start this video, but here it is. We're headed to Houston today to go pick up a car. Now, this car is going to be my new daily vehicle that I'm going to be driving on a daily basis to get to work, etc. I don't have to worry about miles and that kind of thing. Now, this car is manual. I have very little experience driving a manual car, and I'm going to get it in Houston. I live in Dallas, so that means I have to drive it back 4 hours. Being a first time pretty much manual car driver, we're gonna have to figure it out on the way back. So this should be a pretty interesting vlog. You guys can probably start commenting below as the video goes on how many times you think I'll stall the car on the way here. It should be pretty interesting. So I'm headed down to the airport right now, waiting on my Uber, and then we should be on our way to Houston in a couple hours. So fingers crossed we do get this car today. I already told, there was a guy who wanted the car yesterday, and he had a whole process on hold. So I told him today that I'd be over to get the car as long as it was still there, and they told me they hold it for me and everything. So we're on our way. Let's go. Well, apparently my Uber driver is stuck at the complex gate, so we're gonna have to go walk over there since he can't get in. And for some reason, the buzzing people in isn't working. So hang on a minute. We're at the airport now. It's probably about an hour till we board. I'm starving, I'm sleepy. I think I got like 3 hours of sleep. But this is what we do for cars, right? No sleep and spend money. So yeah, we're heading to Houston here in a minute. So I'll see you guys when we land. Yeah, guys, we just landed here in Houston. It's really cold, so I'm waiting for my Uber ride so I can get up out of here. We still got about a half-hour drive. So. All right, guys, we're here at the dealership now. They actually haven't even opened up yet. They're gonna meet me here pretty soon. But yeah, here's the car. It's 07 G35. It's not perfect. It's an HR. As you can see, it's got a ding somewhere here and there. It's got a couple things. It's not a perfect car, but it's the perfect daily for me. Needs a little bit of love, like any used car. Probably needs a new windshield. Just a little small crack right there. But the most important thing is it's got a healthy motor transmission. It's a manual, I'm sure you can see from that. And I'm gonna wait for them to open up here so that we can take a look at what kind of deal we can get out of this, and I'll take it home with us today. So fun experience. Keep you guys posted. I've been driving for about an hour now. The car is just fine. I'm loving the driver input of that requires having a 6-speed manual, and it just so happens I'm pretty sure I got the rarest G35 sedan that came out in 07 in terms of specs. Not this car specifically, but the spec. It's fully loaded, 4-wheel steering. It's got the 6-CD changer, Bose system, adaptive cruise. I mean, you name it. Anything that came out as an option that year, this car has it. So I think I have a great daily on my hands. Only got 117,000 miles, so I'm really excited to give you guys some content with this car. First of all, we're gonna do is just some TLC. This car, as you guys saw from the first clips of the video, it needed some TLC in it. So that's the first thing we're gonna do. It's close this off. It's clean it up nicely, restore the headlights, little things like that to make it look nice. See if I can get a couple of the dents out. You need some of your rear tires. It's rear-wheel drive. That sort of thing. But I'm so happy with this purchase. I couldn't be more happy with it, honestly. And the best part is I bought it cash outright. The lady gave me a great deal as soon as she heard I brought cash. Up until last night, I had not planned on buying this car because it was somebody that came out to take a look at it, and he was very interested in the car. It was a college kid. Apparently, he didn't like that the AC and heat didn't work, and turns out it was just a blower motor. And the dealership actually bought me the motor, and they showed me how to replace it. I'm gonna replace it when I get home. I have it in the trunk right now. And the kid called as I was there signing the papers. So yeah, I got the car. I own it. I can't wait to get back to Dallas. About a 4-hour drive. This is probably the longest I've ever driven a manual car for. I think the longest I've ever driven a manual car for was probably 20 minutes, if that. And I've stalled it a couple times. I ain't gonna lie to you guys. So I'll keep it 100. And it's been pretty embarrassing. I stalled it once in traffic going up a hill. Oh man, hill start. You guys should have seen the hill start. I wish I had a GoPro going. I was so terrified. Man, you guys have no idea. Terrified to hill start. The car kept rolling backwards. I don't know, I figured it out. It's either sink or swim, right? So I figured it out, and then from there, we're rolling. I'm in 6th gear. It's 400 miles, I think 300 miles to Dallas from Houston, I believe, roughly. So I got 230 miles left to go, but man, I'm really happy with this purchase. When we get home, I'm gonna get outside of the car and start going over some of the features. Actually, when we stop here for a second, we gotta stop for gas soon. I'll get out of the car, show you guys some of the features of the car. I guess it's nothing crazy. It's an 07 G35 Sport, so I'm sure a lot of you guys are probably looking like, why would you downgrade to a G35? I'm not really downgrading, guys. The Q's still on the channel. From my last video that you guys saw, basically I just wanted a daily driver, and I wanted something that I could just trash around, beat up on, and it's mine. I don't have to answer to no dealership, nothing like that. It's my toy, my daily driver, so to speak. My Q's gonna still be around. I'll drive it on the weekends every now and then, or sometimes to work. I mean, I'm trying to keep the miles low on it as well. I might sell it, look for a place to sell it. I really got bored with the Q60. It's not so much the platform, limited horsepower, none of that bullshit, because at the end of the day, a lot of those stresses that I brought on myself with that car happened to be with, you know, kept modifying. I thought it would make me more happier in the end. Honestly, I learned a very valuable lesson throughout this whole experience with this Q60, is that in the end I wasn't happy with it. So that's kind of where I ended up in this situation. So I have this G35 now that there's so many ideas running through my mind, but I'm not going to do anything remotely close to what I did to my last 3.7 or the Q60. Maybe an exhaust. I definitely want an admin tune, just to keep the car running a little better than stock, with an exhaust. Maybe some high flow cats. Doubt I would mess with that. Probably just an exhaust and then taking a catch can. I think a catch can is necessary on these 3.5s right away. So other than that, I'm just going to look it over. Fluids, maintenance. The Carfax is super clean. All the clutch stuff got replaced like 8,000 miles ago. So I'm stoked. I legit haven't been this happy driving a car in so long. For the longest, I thought I needed more power to be happy in a car. And you can't buy happiness, guys. I'm sorry. No matter how much kind of horsepower war you guys want to get into, you can't buy happiness. And in the future, you guys are going to see me in a new build. It won't be a Q60. I am going to buy a GTR. It's going to happen sometime in the next year, for sure. I'll be buying a GTR, and that's always been my dream car. I mean, whose isn't, really, right? So we'll find a perfect deal for that too. So this could have been more perfect. I jumped on a plane last night, and I'm sorry for blabbling on, man, but this is awesome. I called the lady at the dealership like 6 times yesterday, back to back, trying to figure out if that kid was gonna buy the car or not. And then turns out he did it. So I said, I'm buying a plane ticket right now. I sent her a screenshot of the plane ticket. I said, look, I got $5,000 cash right now. You know, it is what it is. If that car was a little bit more expensive than that, I'll tell you guys exactly how much I paid. I paid $5 grand for this car, 2007, 117,000 miles, fully loaded, clean title. Trust me, the price is worth it. That includes registration, taxes, fees, and everything like that. Couldn't be happier. Leather seats, they repaired the leather seats and everything. There was a little tear in the seat, they repaired it. Yeah, jumped on a plane from Dallas to Houston this morning. I was at the dealership before they even opened, ready to buy this thing. Within 30 minutes, I was done signing papers and on my way. So I couldn't be happier. Once I stop here for a second, I'm gonna get out the car and show you guys some of the things we're gonna be doing first, and you know, just kind of go over all the features on it for sure. All right, guys, I just stopped off for a little bit. I'm about to head home. I got about 2 hours left to go of traffic still, and about to drive off. It's been a struggle, man. Here and there, I've stalled it twice now. I knew it was gonna happen, but let's go ahead and get going. Well, there we go. Put it in first instead of reverse. This backup camera is actually cleaner than my damn Q50 or Q60.
Proceed to the route. Turn right onto I-45 Interstate Frontage Road. Then turn left to merge onto I-45 North. Turn left to merge onto I-45 North.
I'm not enjoying this. natural now. Nah, I'm just kidding. It took a lot of practice to get where it's at right now. I told myself I probably would have had to teach myself how to drive a stick from Houston to Dallas. Man, boy, I tell you, it's been rough. It's been really, really rough. So, I know you guys can't see right now, but I'll show you. I knew I was supposed to show you guys when I stopped in to get something to eat. Some of the things that are wrong with the car. The owner, I don't know if I said it or not, but the owner used to have a dog, and he used to scratch a little dog, and he used to scratch the little panels on the by the window switches, and that dog messed up all 4 panels, so I gotta change those out. The brakes are terrible. I knew that though. What else? The interior, it's got some paneling here and there that just need to be cleaned up. Some of it is old and cracked, but it's a daily. I'm not expecting, this is not my Q60. This is a car with 117,000 miles. That it's wow, this car came out in 07, so that is 12 years old, if my math is correct. The right rear window, so I think the seal has a small leak. I can hear the wind noise right now a little bit. It's just tiny stuff. It's got like some kind of old tint on it that's completely faded. You see through now, but it's like glazed over. It looks pretty ugly, so we're gonna change that out at some point. But my main concern right now, everything else is fine. I need to address the brakes, and I need to find out also if there was when they replaced the clutch in this, what kind of clutch they put in, because usually the stock clutch is very heavy and it doesn't chatter when it's neutral. And anytime you put a lightweight clutch in any of these manual transmissions, it tends to chatter when it's in neutral, and at the moment you press the clutch pedal, it goes away. So I'm thinking that's what's going on. There's a few receipts in the glove box from maintenance records and stuff like that, so I'm gonna go ahead and check that out. I spilled sauce all over myself from eating, so I'm gonna go ahead and see what's going on and see what kind of clutch they put in. If not, I mean, I'll figure it out. If there is anything wrong with the clutch, I mean, it's pretty smooth. When I go into gear, it doesn't rattle, as in, you know, chatter, nothing. It doesn't give me no noise. It's just in neutral. If you guys know from experience what that could be, let me know in the comments. But in neutral, it tends to chatter a little bit. Not sure what it could be. Other than that, man, this car, it's driving so good all the way from Houston. No problems whatsoever on the highway. 6th gear, 80-90 miles an hour. At that, I've been cruising along with. It actually has adaptive cruise, I'm pretty sure. I put her, it's kind of like a range setting for how I want to keep the distance behind the car in front of me. So that's pretty cool as well. So I'm going to be installing my sound system back in this car, since I'm going to be driving it more than my Q60. And hopefully it sounds as good in here. The trunk of this car is actually way bigger than my Q60. I can fit a lot more stuff, like cubic feet, a lot bigger. But other than that, guys, I'm really happy I got this car. We're gonna end the video here because for those of you who would like the VQ content, it's coming. I'm gonna video the hell out of this car. Anything that I get, I will show it to you guys. And at the end of this video, when I finish it off, you're gonna see some pictures of the car. So